What's up, you guys? It is Simone, aka Money Mo here, and we are back. We are back. We are back. Day one of the WNBA season, year 29, you guys. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, and if you are new here, when I'm on this microphone, when I'm talking this W, we are in the clubhouse. And in my clubhouse, I have a few rules. We're not going to have no Dodger slander, no Lakers slander, no Rams slander, and I will not tolerate the hate in women's sports across all platforms, across all sports. Okay. And you know what? It's opening day. It's opening day. We'll flick settle notes. It's opening day. Dubs in the chat. Orange, orange and white hearts in the chat. All right. But before I get into it, let's get into some shout outs. I want to give a shout out to Nafisha Collier for signing with the Jordan brand. We're going to give a shout out to DJ Carrington for signing with Reebok. And most of all, I want to give a shout out to all the players playing this season, praying for everyone to stay healthy. And, we make it throughout the season. All right. Flicks, how do you feel? Year 29, a new season in the W. How we feeling?
We got a lukewarm warning. Welcome. Like, this is not opening day is happening, and people don't even know what's happening right now. I'm gonna tell you that.
Don't say that. Don't
We
do that.
dropped on a busy Friday.
But it's okay though, because we got some really good games on Saturday. Can you tell them the games that will be on Saturday and Sunday? Because it's gonna be some good games this weekend.
All right. Well, the biggest game of the season is actually on Saturday. The
So
Aces
dramatic. It's not the
take on
biggest game, but
Liberty. This is
oh yeah,
the
because the Liberty there is the ring ceremony. They gonna have the championship posters. Ellie gonna cut up on the dance floor. Yeah, it is gonna be a big one. What time can they catch that game?
Well, that game is at prime time, 10 a.m. Western time.
10 a.m. Pacific time, folks. Okay, and then after that, we have another game. I believe Chicago Sky versus Indiana Fever.
Yep, at 12 p.m.
Okay, those
Followed
some
up.
two good ones, and those will be on ABC. So there's no excuse if you have cable. If you
Then
have,
the primetime game is Storm and Mercury at 7 p.m. That's your prime time.
that's going to be a really good one. Is 7 p.m. Pacific, correct?
Yeah, Pacific.
Oh, I'll be able to catch that one. I'll be able to catch the one. I'm excited for that game too. I'm excited for that game. But shout out to Flix for giving us the games for the weekend. Wait, let's double check. Will there be any games on Sunday? Yes or no?
Yeah, we do have some Sunday games actually. We got two Sunday games.
Okay.
Mystics and the Sun play at 10 a.m. and the Lynx and the Sparks, your LA Sparks, play at Sunday at 3 p.m.
Can they catch these games on Ion, ESPN, or is it the WNBA app?
TV and streaming. YouTube TV seems like the safest bet for all of these guys.
Okay, but y'all make sure y'all watch them games because it's the start of year 29, and we need all the eyes on this because there is a possibility that this may be the last season of the W for a while if the CBA don't get it together. Okay, so we need to be tapping into all the games. Okay, but that's a whole nother talk for a whole nother day. I'm about to get into it, you guys. The title for this episode today: New Faces, New Fits. Yes, I say it. We got new faces on these teams, and it's different fits. It's new fits. It's new fits. Some teams done jumped up in size. Some teams look like they playing small ball. But I'm gonna get into it. Here are some teams that fit into my new faces, new fits that are on my watch list, and I think you guys should watch too. It's a lot of them, but I'm just gonna go with three. Flicks, I'm gonna give them my top three. Do you think I should go from top to bottom or go bottom up? Which one? Tell me.
Who's number one?
Ooh, we already started off with number one. Number one, I have Indiana Fever. Okay, why Indiana Fever? They picked up superstar talent in free agency. They picked up DeWanna Bonner. They picked up Natasha Howard. They added 3-point shooting with Sophie Cunningham. And it's all backed up, and it's all to be around their returning scorer, Kelsey Mitchell, and their two back-to-back number one picks in Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark. You guys, They look really good on paper. I would really like to see them on the court. Okay. I think this will be a team that'll be really fun to watch. And I'm excited to see how it all turns out. And they have a new head coach as well. I feel like they're trying to set the tone and establish some winning culture back in Indiana. Okay. Let's go with number two. Okay. Let's go with Phoenix Mercury. All right. No Diana Taurasi. This is gonna be an awkward season because we're not gonna have no Diana Taurasi. Why Mama is really gone. Still can't believe it. Brittany Griner ain't there no more. But they did some work in free agency and picked up Alyssa Thomas and Satu Sabali. And this gives them a new look along with Kalia Copper. And this is a different look. I feel like it's not necessarily small ball, but this makes them more versatile. And I could see them, I could see them, making some noise, okay? But last but not least, the Atlanta Dream. The Atlanta Dream went this free agency season and picked up size in Brianna Jones from the Connecticut Sun, and they picked up Brittany Griner from the Phoenix Mercury. And that size is going to do something very special because that size added with the flash and the finesse of Ryan Howard, Alicia Gray, and Jordan Canada, I like it. Like I said, all three of these teams look really good on paper. I can't wait to see them on the court when I'm watching these games. And I picked these three teams because I expect these three teams to be in that playoff in that playoff mix. That's why I gave you guys these three teams. The way they worked in the offseason, they're working to make a playoff run. Like I feel like their time of kind of trying to figure it out is up because they did the work in the offseason. They did the work in the winter. They picked up pieces in the winter. Okay. And two of the three teams have new head coaches. So yeah, those three should be in the playoffs. I'm gonna just say that right now. Flix, do you agree or what's what you thinking?
The Atlanta Dream?
Yeah, 1,000%.
It just seemed like such an unserious franchise. What do you think?
I don't think it's unserious. I feel like they've been going through a lot of coaching changes, and I think the front office wasn't the best for some time. But I think with this new head coach, I think he's going to be there in the long run. And they added size, and it's a different look. I wouldn't throw them to the side. I think their kryptonite would be just staying healthy. Because last year they weren't healthy. This year they should be healthy. And if they're healthy, it's a scary team and they're going to make that push. That's just my opinion. That's just how I see it.
Gotcha.
But since we talking about new faces, new fists, let's talk about these new faces of these rookies, okay? And you know me, I have I usually have a rookie. I usually do rookie reports. I kind of mix it up. I'm gonna do a rookie radar, okay? Because it's a lot of talent. It's a lot of talent. They're all over. A lot of teams are in like a rebuild era, and a lot of these teams drafted really well. And I'm gonna just give you five rookies that's gonna be on my radar and that you will possibly see a rookie report from. Okay, let me start with number one, Paige Beckers of the Dallas Wings. Okay, Kiki Iferin from the Washington Mystics. My apologies if I said your last name wrong. I'm a work on that. I promise. Number three, Anissa Morrow from the Connecticut Sun. Number four, Sarah Ashley Barker from the Sparks. And last but not least, at number five, Sonia Citron. And shout out to her. She had a really good game at against the Atlanta Dream. She dropped 19 points. So shout outs to her right away. Shout outs to her early on, okay? But you guys, I have cable. So I was able to catch some games off Ion, okay? And the two games I was able to catch was the Dallas Wings versus the Minnesota Lynx. And I also caught the Los Angeles Sparks versus the Golden State Valkyries, okay? So I want to get started with the Dallas Wings and the Minnesota Lynx game, okay? The Lynx ended up putting on a really dominant performance. And I'm gonna just give you guys some notes that I took from the game. I don't like reading stats to you guys. I have like probably two or three stats, but let's just look into my notes, okay? Flicks, let me tell you something about this game that I really like. Dallas is very versatile. They play at a really fast pace and they like to get up and down. And I like that they're not only intense on offense, but on defense as well. The one thing that kind of scares me a little bit about them on defense is that they kind of gamble a little too much for me, a tad bit too much for me. And the rotations could be a second quicker, but not to judge and not to critique too much because this is the first game. And it's like, with the condensed preseason, it's kind of hard to, they need a couple games under their belt and the coaches need to get their lineups in order. All right. But it's the small lineup that I like from the Dallas Wings. I like the lineup with Beckers, Carrington, Marika Gumawale, Maisha Hines, Allen, and Maddie Segrist because they run a 5 out and they kind of like do like a read and react type of action that I really like. And all five of them could score from outside. They could drive to the cup and they all pass really well. So that's why I really like that lineup. But here's a couple things that I noticed in the loss today of the Dallas Wings. Paige did well, in my opinion. She had 10 points, but she was 3 for 10. And, like, kind of similar to Caitlin Clark's start, like, they're going to take a lot of shots. And the more that they play, they're going to be better with their shot selection. And the game is going to come to her, right? And Enrique, she had 14 points, but she was 4 for 11. And I think with this group, Enrique was just so used to like, bringing the ball up, creating her own shot, so I think she has to learn how to play with other guards because when it was her, Satu and Natasha Howard, like, she had the ball majority of the time. So this is going to be an adjustment for Enrique. And now that she has other scores around her, I would I would like to see her take less shots but still be as effective. But we'll see. And then I like the Dejanay Carrington because she brings a lot to Dallas on both sides of the ball regarding offense and defense because she plays at a really fast pace. And let's just get into the Minnesota Lynx. It's a few points. But let's start with Queen Fee. Looks phenomenal. She's basically taking her unrivaled game to the W. She had 34 points tonight. It looked polished. She looked polished out there. Courtney Williams was in double figures too. I believe she had a double double with points and assists. And we didn't get no Elena Smith from the Lynx. She was injured, but Jessica Shepard stepped up really big, and I really hope that she remains healthy this season. So we could see a little bit of her because I feel like a lot of people have kind of counted her out because they haven't really seen her play like that, right? But those are my notes from that game. Flicks, I'm gonna need you to watch those two teams play the next time because I need your evaluation of Dallas because I think you'll really like how they play. They look really fun to watch, even though they took the L.
I got to catch up. I mean, Minnesota is one of my favorite teams to watch right now. Just kind of interesting.
Yeah, they look really good. Like they look really good, just like how I expect them to. They only lost Maisha Hines Allen, but they were so good. They were good enough. They were good enough already to where it's kind of like it looked like they picked. It looked like they didn't miss a beat. And like I kind of expect it's three teams that I expect to look like they haven't missed a beat, right? And that's the Minnesota Lynx, Las Vegas Aces, and the New York Liberty. Those are the only three teams that I expect to be like to look polished off the bat. Everyone else has kind of been a lot of movement. So I'm expecting, a little bit of sloppiness or like them still trying to figure out teammates and players on the floor. And speaking of that, I've seen a lot of that in the Sparks versus the Valkyries game today, okay? But let me talk about my Sparks. Okay, let me take off sports analyst Simone, okay? This is Sparks fan Simone right here, okay? 2 words. Kelsey Plum. I thought she was gonna drop 40 today. She played 40 minutes and had 37 points. She leads the charge. She's bringing championship culture back to LA, and everyone else just needs to follow suit, okay? And the one thing I noticed, okay, back to sports analyst Simone, because I'm gonna really break this down, the Sparks game down, okay? But the one thing I think the Sparks need to take advantage of, Kelsey being an aggressive scoring point guard, and De'Erica Hamby needs to get off earlier, okay? I like the sets they were running. They were running a lot of like motion type of sets where it was like pass, screen away, a lot of dribble handoffs. Um, it kind of got to me to a point where like when the defense stopped it and like they were trying to break the play, it was too much 105. And I kind of expected that the first game, but as the season goes on, they got to tighten that up. They got to tighten that up. But since the Spurs finally got the size that I wanted them to get, I'm expecting a big season from Azura Stevens if she's healthy if she, if she remains healthy, and I'm expecting De'Erica Hamby to have a really good season as well. And Plum, I'm calling those my big three early, and then I want to give a prayers up to Ray Burrell because she did get hurt in that first quarter. Okay, all right, let's talk about Golden State. Shout out to the Golden State crowd, sold out sold out Chase Arena, Chase Center. Okay. But I think their big three, I'm expecting a lot out of Tiff Hayes, Kayla Thornton, and Monique Billings. All right. Just because they bring that veteran presence. But I think it's kind of hard to win a game when you have 20 turnovers, and they had 20 turnovers. But I can respect them though because they put up a really good fight, and it's just good to have a team back in the Bay Area. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. All right. But that was it for you guys. That was it. I feel like for the first day, I didn't want to give y'all too much. I didn't want to run my mouth too much. This is just a little bit of things that I saw. Okay. But yeah, I'm so happy. First day of games are out the way. Make sure you guys catch the games on Saturday and Sunday. All right. And Flix, I feel like we need to hurry up and we need to have I know we need to have a commissioner's cup schedule. I want to talk about that because I
Mm,
love the commissioner's cup.
right.
And then you guys, rookie reports should be soon. Like I'm gonna give them like 10 to 12 games, and you'll be seeing some rookie reports. I want them to get some games under their belt before I talk about them.
Well, the ones that are left, only about 8 of them make it into the league every year.
But it's okay. The five that I'm talking about, I think they're gonna make an instant impact, and they're gonna make really good rookie reports. We just got to be sure to tap in with their highlights. I think they'll make some noise. The five I picked on there,
Yep.
yeah.
Cool.
But be sure to like and subscribe, follow us, all that good stuff. We will catch y'all next time. We're out.